Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about how to breed bull snakes. So we're gonna go through my process, what I do, and hopefully that'll help you guys in your journey of breeding your bull snakes. So let's go ahead and start right over here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and my bull snakes start right here, and so the tigers go first, and so that's what we're starting with. So let's check out this tiger female. We already have the other ones paired up from a little bit earlier, but this one still isn't paired up. So this is the female. This is her cage. You know, I like to make sure that it's relatively clean. I take away their water because I don't want any sort of cross-contamination going on, even though they're breeding. But anyways, I take the water out and it helps it stay a little bit cleaner too. And then I like to put the male into the female's cage. And he just did something nasty in there. Jeez, dude, chill. So I take the male, calm down. I put him into the female's cage with the hopes that more of her scent might help him want to breed more. Pheromones and stuff like that. So anyways, this male is a first-time breeder though, so we will see how he does. And then I simply just give them their privacy. Close the cage. So I track, where the female is by these dots on the cages like this. So the males are the ones that have their tags. So he's a red tiger is what I call him. So he's RT number 1. And then I track the females by putting the same dot on there. So that's his ID. This is the male that goes in that cage. And then when they're breeding, I put these post-its on there. When I put them in, it's vertical. If I catch them locking up, it's horizontal. That way when I go back to separate them later, I know it went down. So anyways, that's literally the step-by-step process of putting them together. But there's a lot more that goes into it, of course, during their time together, right? But we're not going to catch anything breeding today. There's no way, I don't think. So today is the first day we're pairing these guys up. This is just a nice red. So this is just a red. She's a double head albino white side. But we're actually just going to go for better reds with this pairing right here. So we're going to use a new male. He's a Kingsville, actually. He's right over here. And he's one of my really nice red Kingsvilles. And I don't know what's up with everybody. Everybody's feeling a little angsty today. I produced him myself, actually, a few years back. And I'm pretty excited about him. He was a very red baby. Still is very red. So hopefully we'll just produce some nice reds out of this pairing here. Yeah, they'll be good. Hey. It's important to remember that there are some colubrids that will fight when they're put together. The king snakes, they'll do that. The great thing about Pituophis is that they don't do that. It's awesome. So I leave these guys together overnight, even for a couple days sometimes during breeding season, just to give them plenty of time to get comfortable, hopefully get the job done, and then that way I can go back and separate them. So, anyways. Shoot, I'm already saying it again. Oh, man. Alright, if we're coming over here, we've got just a few different ones to look at. Also, I would highly recommend when you're pairing your stuff, obviously my setup is different than some people's might be at home, right? If you're more of just a person that has a couple pets and you might want to breed them, they're probably in glass terrariums or something. I would recommend staying away. Just try to give them as much privacy as you can, not walking by checking them every 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So if you can give them more privacy and let them have their time to do their thing, that will probably also help with a little bit of success. In terms of conditions to hopefully encourage breeding, I wouldn't really say you need anything crazy. I have my rack set at 82 degrees Fahrenheit. This is just a pair of white sides. They're both Stillwater Hypo. And they're both also possible het patternless. So we'll see what we produce. She did lay a clutch last year, but only like half-ish hatched. And there was a hypo in it, but the rest were all just white sides, and the rest of what there wasn't anything you could really kind of tell what was going on. So anyways, something new there. Hopefully it turns out better than last year's clutch. Hopefully. Back to like conditions. Like I was saying, I have mine set at 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Anywhere between like 80 to 82. I wouldn't go much warmer than 82. They don't really like it too hot. And you could probably even, depending on where you are, 78-ish. I don't do night drops on mine. So mine just sit at 82 all day. And the heat with these guys runs at the back. So a lot of them you'll see sitting at the back. That's where they're comfortable. That's great. If they want to get even warmer, they'll dig a little bit. That way they can sit right on the heat. Alright, this is a nice Stillwater Hypo pair. This is my higher yellow line. And both of these guys are het axanthics for Miami line. And, come here, dude. I did this same pairing last year with great results. And I'm hoping for another great clutch this year. I think that this was the pairing that even gave me those really, really stunning ghosts. They were the super light silvery grays with that really great black contrasting saddle. So I think it may have been this one. So I'm hoping for more of that. That'll be really cool. I don't track humidity in this room at all. The ambient temperature sits around like 72 right now, but it gets as high as close to 80-ish during the summer when it's hot outside. But otherwise, really, any substrate is fine. That they can kind of just do their thing in. It's whatever you, even paper towels works. So, they don't need anything really specific for breeding is what I'm trying to get at. These guys will just do their job. So, don't fret about the perfect conditions too much because they know what they're doing. I just want to close that first. This is just a nice ghost pairing here. So both of these guys are just ghosts. They're the Trumbo or Balam line of ghost. And this will be a new time, a new pairing. I haven't done ghost to ghost with these guys, but everything of course will just be ghost. So, kind of not really a big surprise here of what's going to happen, but they should be pretty nonetheless. So, excited to see that. I think I only have a couple more pairings to do for the bull snakes. And we'll start right here with these last ones. These are my younger ones. They still have all the same temperatures and everything as the older ones. So I don't breed bull snakes typically until they're at least 3 years old. Just so everybody knows, I say they need a minimum of 3 years to mature, put on their size, and then at that point, yeah, they're probably big enough to breed. These guys are 4-year-olds. I did not try breeding them last year, but they are plenty big enough now. So these two are both Hypotrumbauers, but they have really unique looks to them. They're actually also siblings, but their parents were both unrelated to each other, so they're not related enough to cause any sort of issues there. And everything will be a hypo. But they both have a mixture of some other genes involved. They could produce snows, which would be pretty cool. So, we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's their first time. So, hoping for a really great first clutch. Hoping for this male to really want to breed and do well at that too. So, that'll be really exciting. And, let's see here. I think we'll just do one more. Alright, so last one for the bull snakes. We're coming all the way up here. This is actually a young female, but she is big enough. So, and I know you guys can't totally see her, but she's, I want to take a little looksies. So this is actually a female Hannum. So this is a Hannum hypo. And we're just going to be breeding her with another Hannum. She has like more of the really light colored pastel look, which is actually very attractive too. It's not as, you know, striking as the really dark oranges and bright purples and stuff from the Hannums, but, and he is also more of the gentler colors. So these guys got a lot more yellow than the dark oranges and whatnot. But I have never done this pairing, and I'm excited to see what happens when these two end up producing. So that male is a proven male, so he should be able to do really well with her. And hopefully we'll produce some really pretty Hannums out of that. Anyways, that's about it. If you guys have more questions on breeding bull snakes and what that process might look like, please feel free to drop your questions below. I'll happily answer them. Or if you guys have more questions, please just send me a message on Facebook, Instagram. We always respond to those. And so please let us know if you have more questions. The process itself is fairly simple. I think the craziness comes when you actually get your eggs and you're like, oh my, what do I do now? And so anyways, hopefully you guys have a great year. We're really excited here at Summer Snakes. Should be pretty fun. And as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.